Right. So I really hate debating topics on Twitter because obviously it's Twitter. So I'm gonna do a short video instead and just kind of like timestamp it for people. Um so yeah, disclaimer, I will not be flaming anybody, even though some of y'all probably deserve it. um so I was also told that me flaming people makes it hard to take me seriously, and I need to be as serious as possible on this. Um so yeah, I'll go like first things first. No one cares about tier lists. Like, sure, the people on the in the scene like meme and like troll and shit about it, and it's fun to like, you know, make fun of your teammates and shit, like oh D tier, haha, and shit like that. But no one actually cares, and that's beside the point of this entire thing. Like the entire thing is that players were leaked officially officially on Twitter, which doesn't just contain people in the scene, which is seems to be very hard to get across right now. But anyways, we'll just talk about the tweets and I'll get into it a little bit more. So yeah, my tweet. Some of these players aren't officially announced. Some teams are pretty upset right now. The information has been leaked by other people. This is mainly my response to Crane releasing his, and I disagree with certain players. Blah blah blah. Okay, as he said, anybody who cares already knows. Um, I care, and I didn't know, and I'm not in the scene, right? Obviously, like I was in the scene last year, not in the scene this year, whatever. So it was actually super tilting because I just tweeted something yesterday that like, can everyone just release their rosters so that I can do content just for fun, and it sucks. I feel really bad for Diabolus and for Phelan because they obviously had a plan to release their players, and people went ahead and just did it anyways. And I'm not like I don't Crane like this doesn't matter because if Crane does it, it's speculation. But Prosper, when you do it, you're an inside source. It's not speculation if it comes from an inside source. Like if your brother tells you what your Christmas presents are, on like Christmas Eve, like you're like, okay, yeah, sure. But if your parents tell you what they got you for Christmas, it sort of ruins all the fun, right? It ruins the surprise. And that's the only analogy that I can think of that isn't like super crazy out of the box. So you guys basically ruined Christmas for me. But anyways, it's called for me. It's called speculation. Anyways, just people tweeted player names doesn't mean it's 100% and on orgs until they are actually announced. You can't pull anyone up for guessing. The thing is, it's not guessing, right? It's coming from an inside source, someone who obviously has information, someone from inside the scene. This is like LVP tweeting, and I'm not saying that, Prosper is LVP, but he is in the league, right? You notice that like orgs aren't tweeting out other like orgs' um, rosters for their announcements because that's just kind of a scumbag thing to do. Um, and I know like nothing's gonna happen because of this. Obviously, Prosper, like you're on Fnatic, you're just there's gonna be no repercussions. But you need to think of it in a way like this is Nick and Ash's and Wings's livelihood. Like this is their income, and you guys literally took impressions from them, which is like insane. Like you guys are acting like this doesn't matter when it very obviously does. When we're talking about sponsorships, we're talking about money, and I mean, I guess you guys are like sort of lucky that like you can't actually put a price on impressions right now because like that's literally taking money from them, which is again is just retarded. Um, the rosters have been known for a while, not by everybody, and it's really not a big deal. It is though. People make it out to be. In your opinion, okay, that's fine. We need speculation again. It's your opinion, and our viewership is suffering enough as it is. So, how can you tell right now when there isn't a league yet? Like, no one's played games. There isn't suffering in viewership. Our viewership was actually up from last year, and we have big names. We have big teams. Everyone's putting a lot of money into this, and leaking like this would be sort of like the leak that Caps was going to G2. Like obviously it was leaked, but it was leaked by the people involved, right? It was leaked by Fnatic. It was leaked by G2. Like if Splice leaked it, can you imagine like the backlash? Like it's insane, right? Anyone who gives a shit about the lists are in the scene. No one cares about the lists. I already talked about that, and anyone in the scene already knows the rosters. But if I click Prosper's followers, I should like see like maybe 100. Oh damn, that's a lot of people in the scene. Shit, more than I thought. So I really hope that you guys kind of like understand like the repercussions of this, and you guys need to start acting like there are actually fans of the scene, right, and fans of you, because I didn't know the rosters. Other people like my friends who aren't in the scene didn't know the rosters, and I think it's pretty shitty that people within the scene are releasing other teams' rosters. You know, so yeah, that's it. I am planning on releasing more content, but I can talk later about all this stuff. Um, so, I mean, I hope you guys learn from this because this is really dumb, and I'm actually like pretty pissed off.